Believe me, way past the 19 degrees that the weatherman is saying. I landed on 22 degrees today, so we've still got hope. It is Thursday, 14th of November, and I've got to welcome everybody alive on Facebook this morning, so we better do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome everybody on Facebook Live this morning, so very, very happy to have you. If you're a first time viewer, tell you what, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb and bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Ron Barrett today, coming out of Houston. Yeah, the Lone Star State. It's been a little while since we've been there. And, well, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. Yeah, we call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice and we do listen. That's how we structure pretty much all of our breakfast shows every morning. So thank you to you for that. Also, you know what to do with the thummy thing, right? Yeah, get epileptic with it. Get in there and like us a lot. Tell you what, we're going to kick it off. Here's Ron Barrett joining us live with I Hate This Town on Galaxy. Ah, dear. So how you feeling, Ron? You okay?
Yes, sir. I feel great.
Nice, nice. I got to say, I like your hat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I actually wore that to the Josies a couple of weeks ago. Got up on a grand opera with it, and now it's become a special hat. I ain't never getting rid of it.
No, but, well, I tell you what, we can't get a good hat like that around here in New Zealand. We really can't. So, yeah, no, we get those Australian floppy things, and they're just crap.
No, I've shared this to Messenger.
Okay, Barbara says she shared to Messenger for you, so if you want to hook into there, you should be right.
Okay, perfect. It should be shared now. So she's going to go share it with everybody.
Okay, what's her name?
That's Stephanie.
Stephanie. Okay, well, nice to have Stephanie on board. It really, really is.
I can see he's watching now. Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, I can see. Nice to have Stephanie on board. I see Michael Zdanowitz is joining us. Mike, what the hell happened? We've been trying to get hold of you. Really? Where's Facebook been treating you? Believe me, hope you're okay, brother man. I really, really do. Keep in touch with us. Also, Melba Winkle is joining. Hello, Melba. Nice to have you back. It really, really is. Today we're talking to Ron Barrett, coming out of the Lone Star State, of course, Houston. How long have you been in Houston, Ron?
I've been here about 10 years.
Oh, okay. So, you know, you're just getting used to the place.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, I'm from Northeast Texas. I was born in Houston, but I was raised in Northeast Texas. And so I kind of migrated south about 10 years ago, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. I like your baseball team too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I'm a big baseball fan, if you know what I mean. So, believe me.
Yes, sir.
I
Oh, yeah, the Astros is a big thing around here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm a big fan of the Astros. I really am. But yet again, I'm also a fan of the Dodgers. You know, so I'm sort of torn between the two of them, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm a Texans fan myself. I love the Houston Texans.
Very cool. Very cool. How many countries are tuned in right now? 164 countries tuned in right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Everyone.
Amazing.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's new.
By the way, usually we get these printed out, your bios, but Barbara ran out of ink, so she had to spend the time at some strange hour this morning writing it out by hand.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Anyway, you guys get it done, right?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's have some fun.
All right.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Excuse me. And today we're talking to Ron Barrett, coming out of the Lone Star State, of course, Houston. Welcome to Galaxy, Ron.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on today.
Well, we absolutely appreciate taking the time out to talk to us down here, down under, and we've become very, very big fans of your music.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I really want to travel to Australia, down to that New Zealand area. I would love to come.
Yeah, well, we would love to have you down here. In fact, I think if you and your good lady come down here, we wouldn't let you go.
Well, I'll be talking to our tour manager about that. Maybe she can schedule something out. I'd love to do that.
There you go. Maybe, just maybe, you might be interested in what we do after this, because I do have a little something I would like to talk to you about. Maybe it's about promoting you a little bit more than what we can here in Galaxy. And believe me, I think you'll be fascinated with it. I really, really do. At the same time, there is a bit of a story that goes with it, I've got to be honest. But it all unfolds to something really, really fantastic for indie artists like yourself. Okay, so hang in there. At the same time, we're going to take a few pickies and put it all together. Barbara's going to make a movie. You'll get a copy of everything we do. Now, usually I say to Ron, fair enough, show it to friends and family. They'll automatically love it because it's you. But I usually say, show it to somebody you don't like.
So, I would just want to give a shout out to absolutely my friends and family, all of my fans back here at home and all abroad over there that have supported me and that are actually out there pushing really hard for me to be successful in music. And I really appreciate every one of those guys. They're so dear to my heart. They're actually on tonight. So thank you again. I've said thank you so many times, but I can't say thank you enough. Thank you.
Well, Ron, believe me, it's the audience here that listens to your music that tell us every day how much they like you. And believe me, that's how we structure our breakfast show, is which artist per track and how many requests. Believe me, and I'm not getting through a breakfast show without seeing your name at least once or twice every morning.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so awesome. I love that.
And as I said to you, I mean, we get so much music every day that to be able to be rotated that frequency and that frequently on our station is just phenomenal, my friend. I'm so very, very proud of the work you're doing.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored. I really am, and I'm very thankful to all of my fans over there. I really appreciate it, and it's very surreal to me to be able to do what I love to do, and other people to appreciate it the way that they have. It's just amazing.
Very, very cool. Now, tell me, we opened up with "I Hate This Town." Really? Do you?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that song was written. I was in a bad relationship, and I kind of went through a lot of stuff in that town. I grew up in one of those little towns that everybody knew everybody. There was one red light. It was a one-horse town, very small. And whenever I went through that breakup, everybody just turned against me. I guess you might say they all thought it was my fault, even though it wasn't. But so I just had to get out of there, man. And when I did, I left that town, and I never looked back. And I hate driving through that town anymore. Even when I go to that little red light, if I happen to go through that town, I cringe. So, yeah, it's a real song.
Yeah, well, believe me, I fully understand. I really do. Cam Butler is joining us. Also, Debbie Burton is joining us. Nice to have you on board. Debbie Burton, howdy from Texas. Hello. Also, Ricky Davis is joining us. Sammy Sevilla is joining us. Mark Willardell as well. And Steve Schmidt. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. And believe me, I'm a big fan of Ron Barrett's work. And you know me, I've been around the music industry for almost 50 years now. And every now and again, something stands out. It really does. And not only as a radio announcer, but also as a front of house and studio engineer. So I have an ear for these things, and I think that Ron is on the way up. Really, I do. Now, Ron, how do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on X? Are you a talker? But more importantly, yes. Do you respond?
Yes, sir, absolutely. So I'm on Facebook, and I try to be very sociable with all of my fans and my family out there and friends. if you hit me up on Facebook, I will definitely be talking to you. So yeah, go check me out, Ron Barrett Music on Facebook, and I'm also on TikTok. So we put out a lot of video. We're trying to put out more content. My producer, she's constantly on me about getting more content, more content, more content. So we're doing more of that. I'm doing more acoustic guitar playing and getting out there with newer songs that I'm writing. We're also, and that's Ron Barrett Music as well on TikTok. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Insta at Ron Barrett Music. So yeah, you can pretty much find me at all of the platforms that you can think of. Of course, I'm streaming everywhere, but I'm mainly socialized on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So if you all hit me up out there, I'll definitely be talking to you.
That's very, very cool. Now, I got a young lady by the name of Jodie, and she's coming out of Cambridge here in New Zealand. She's asking, Ron, do you have any T-shirts? Do you have merch? How do I buy it? Do you have caps, koozies, and, the tees? Where do I go?
Yes, we do have merch. So merch is coming very soon on the website at ronbarrettmusic.com. They're working on that right now. We're going to have Ron Barrett candles. So there's a candle collection that's actually for Ron Barrett Music. It'll have all of my songs. You can get a different flavor of smell for each candle. We're also doing T-shirts. We're going to have hats. There's going to be keychains. There's all stickers, all kinds of stuff we're going to be very, very soon on the ronbarrettmusic.com. Stay tuned on the website and you'll find that stuff there.
You're going to have to send me a package now, to be honest. Ron, I'd be very proud to wear your brand while I do these, and vicariously it does work. Would you believe? People have actually said, hey, Grant, while you were doing the interview, I was actually buying a T-shirt from the person you're wearing, so it does work. So if you feel like throwing me a T down this way, or maybe a cat, maybe even a couple of candles. I'm kind of into candles, I gotta be honest. You're talking my language now. Believe me, I'd be more than happy to pass that and show everybody, that we do promote you.
Absolutely. Send me your address. We'll get you a care package sent over there.
Okay, I'll get Barbara onto that because she knows my size better than I do. To be honest, I really... Males, you know what they're like, right? A woman can walk up and go, I know your size, pretty much straight away, right? If a woman asks what size pants are you wearing, do you actually know? Bugger if I do. Ask the wife is what I usually say.
Right. What size pants do I wear today? I can't remember.
Yeah, the only thing I know that's really important is my boot size is 11. I need to buy some boots. There you go. Now, Sunshine Through the Rain. I'm absolutely loving this track. I really, really am. So tell me a little bit about it.
So this song is very near and dear to my heart. This song was written for my beautiful wife. She, you know how you go through those really hard times in life and it just seems like nothing is going right, everything's going wrong, and then all of a sudden you have someone or something that comes along that just brightens your whole entire day. Well, that was her for my life. So really unique story about this song is I was driving through Tennessee, and we were coming off the mountains in Gatlinburg, and it was raining. It was like a misty rain coming down, but I was looking at the rain, and there was a bright sunshine that was just it just took away all the dark clouds. There was no dark clouds. It was just rain through the sunshine. And I thought, man, that is exactly a perfect description of the way my life was when my wife came into my life. I had rainy days and stormy nights. It seemed like everything was coming against me, like it comes against me. But then as soon as she stepped into my life, it was just sunshine and bright. And everything just got better. Even in the rain, even though it was still raining, my life just was a lot brighter. So this song is about her, and she's my sunshine through the rain.
Absolutely fantastic. You're joining us live today with Ron Barrett out of Galaxy and Sunshine Through the Rain. You know it. You asked for it. Here it is. How you feeling, Ron? You okay?
Oh, yeah. This is amazing. I love this so much.
Nice. How many cities are tuned in?
7392.
Okay, 7,392 cities around the world are tuned in right now.
Wow. Yeah, this is awesome. So amazing.
It's not bad. Are you familiar with the Galaxy artist page on Facebook?
No, sir, I don't think I am.
He's just joined.
Yeah, he's just joined.
Or-
Okay,
or
but
maybe,
nice.
St-
Okay,
maybe
well,
Stephanie did.
you just joined. All I can say, yeah, this is a free thing for indie artists, my friend. You know, if you're a business, of course, you might have to contribute a few dimes, but this is primarily for artists. And all I can say there is use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. Because the amount of people that go and have a look in there is phenomenal. And the more times they get to know who you are and what you're doing, it's a fan-based collection. It really is. People will come and find out who you are and start following your music. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's amazing. That's so awesome.
Now, really, if you've got a new song, you've got a new video, you're going to a red carpet event, you're going to the opening of a shoebox, I don't care. The more times you use it, the more times people get to know you, the more times people will go and find out about you, you know. So,
Okay.
please, use it, use it. Did
Well,
right,
my producers are working. I guess they're over there doing that right now. So if they just join the page, I'm sure they're fixing to get me all lined up, huh?
Brilliant. Okay with the maker? Cool. Awesome. I see Denroy Morgan Jr. is joining us. Denroy, nice to have you on board, sir. It really, really is. We miss you, Dad. We really, really do. He was a wonderful, wonderful man.
Great singer.
Awesome singer. And Marcel Louis, coming out of Germany, is watching as well.
Hi, Marcel.
Anything new, Marcel? We'd love to catch up with you guys in the near future, really would. Coming up next, Ron, is what I'm missing. And my wife will tell you straight away what I'm missing. It's usually a brain. She'd be the first one to help with that.
I've actually heard that one a few times myself, so I'm not going to be.
I was talking to a young chappie the other day. He says, "How old are you, Grant?" And I went, "I'm old enough to be around when Moses was around, right? I was his DJ." He goes, "Oh, okay." He says, "So, are you coming into the stage where you're losing your memory and everything like that?" And I went, "Not quite yet," but I says, "When I get there, I'll probably."
I don't know
He says,
about
"What
that."
will be the one thing in your old age that you'll miss the most?" And I said, "My mind."
Yeah.
It really would be.
I love it.
You're not a vegan by any chance, are you?
No, I'm not. Oh, well, my wife is.
Okay.
But I'm not. I mean, I kind of eat what she eats, so I guess I'm vegan not by choice, but you know, most of the time.
I'm going to ask it anyway. Okay, I'm going to ask it anyway. We've got to. For years, I've been trying to come to the bottom of a myth. Okay, and you might be able to help me. Have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I have not. I have not tried a vegan sausage.
Okay, because I want to find out if they're made of real vegans or not.
Yeah. I was thinking, so I was kind of going off and never land with that one, so I'm trying to be messed up.
I did warn you, you might laugh through this.
Yeah. That's awesome, I love it.
Awesome, brilliant. So what I'm missing is coming up next. We've got about 30 seconds to go. Get the gorge running. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're in the Lone Star State. Been a little while since we've been there. We're talking to Ron Barrett. Now, Ron, got to ask you, how long have you been singing?
I've been singing all of my life. I started off singing, I think my first concert, I held it in my kindergarten class, up on the monkey bars to all of my classmates, and they were sitting all in Indian style, and I think I was singing the King Roger song, actually. So, yeah, pretty much since I was able to talk, I was singing.
Yeah, believe me, I've been an engineer for about as long as you might have been singing, to be very honest with you. And from time to time, you sort of pick up a seasoned voice, and that was one of the few things that I picked up with you straight away. Now, I've got a thing called an engineer's curse, where when I hear music, I try and reverse engineer it, you know what I mean? Figure out how your engineers went and where they went with it, if you know what I mean. And, well, to be very, very honest with you, I'm loving the work that is being produced right now. So, are you being produced by a professional recording studio, or is it a home one?
It's professional. It's Billy Saxman out of Nashville. Well, actually, he's at well, it's Nashville area. So, but anyway, Brady's out of Nashville area, and he's been known to be working with some of the really heavy hitters in Nashville, like Luke Holmes, and he's just a really great guy. He knows music very well. Great engineering company. So, yeah, he's really helped me out. Which me and him, we kind of produced this album together. I brought the music to him, the melodies, the lyrics, and told him what I wanted. We put our heads together on a couple of songs, and we changed a few things here and there. But other than that, most of it is all me and him.
Well, I got to be honest with you. He's really, really good at his job. Now, as I said, you know, I've been in the game now for almost 50 years and have worked in not only some of the biggest and best recording studios, not only here in New Zealand, but in the world. But I've also worked with some of the biggest and best bands in the world as well. Travelled around the world with them. I've been very lucky. And as I say, Ron, every now and again, I hear something within somebody's voice that I want to know more about. You know what I mean? And that's the impression I got with your music, is instantly I just wanted to know more about you. And I'm loving the work that you're producing. Now, got to say hi too, by the way, to Wolf Milestone joining us this morning. Gay Miranda is joining us. Big name there, right there. And David Krantz, nice to have you on board. Terry Van Cannon. Hello, Terry. We're going to catch up next week, I heard. Looking forward to meeting up with you again, coming out of North Carolina, Terry. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I've got to ask you, what am I missing?
Well, this song, I took this song pretty much from a dark spot in my life when I wasn't really sure what I needed. I knew I needed something in life, and I kind of built it around a relationship. But I knew that I needed that person in my life that I was missing, and the song was born. And so that's pretty much what it's turned out to be. It's just it's a kind of a love song about a guy that's missing the girl that he left. When all actuality, this whole song was built off of the girl that I was missing in my life that I didn't have yet.
You know, I fully understand. I really do. So joining us live is Ron Barrett, coming out of the Lone Star State. Yeah, he's in Houston. Here he is on Galaxy, joining us with What I'm Missing. How you feeling there, my friend? You okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen the Kiwi movie Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, the man who wrote the score for that is watching this right now.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I just pointed it out. Gay Miranda, a big name. It really is. Coming out of Norway, Gay has a band by the name of Viking Queen. And we met up with not only Gay and Viking Queen in India just last year, Barbara and myself. So we've known Gay for about 9 years or so, if you know what I mean. But believe me, it was good to catch up in person. It really was. Speaking of which, we've got Wild Like Whiskey and Call Me Crazy. Then I'm going to have a chat to you after this about promoting you in another format.
Okay.
Would you mind if we put you in a magazine?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I love it.
Cool. It's about a 6-page spread too, by the way. So you know, it's.
Oh, nice. Okay. Awesome.
I got to admit, Ron, it's not a bad read. It's a pretty good mago. It really, really is. And we're very, very particular with what we associate with. You know what I mean? So if it isn't good, it ain't going to get any of our attention, to be honest. And this magazine is brilliant. It really is.
I'm so flattered. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Nice.
It means a lot.
I'll get Barbara to set all of that up for you. As I said, we'll have a chat about this when we finish the interview, because there is a bit of a story that goes with it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It's damned interesting, because I got to be honest with you, Barbara and I, when we came off the plane in Auckland, our biggest city in New Zealand, we got on our car and we're driving home, we both looked at each other and went, did that really happen? You know what I mean? It was like, what the hell?
Okay, so that's how I felt whenever I came back to Nashville. We got on the plane and flew back home, and that, I had that little award that they gave me. It's so beautiful. It's my first award in music, and it was very surreal. And so when I landed, I just looked at my wife and I'm like, did I just really stand on the Grand Ole Opry and accept an award for my music? It was mind blowing. I was like, what?
I'm going to ask this. Hold on.
Okay.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm just talking to Ron Barrett about the Grand Ole Opry. Now, I've been there, and I have a particular favourite spot, and it's not the green spot on the stage, okay? It really isn't. But what's your favourite part of the Grand Ole Opry?
I gotta tell you, that circle right there on that stage, some of my biggest heroes in music have stood there, have accepted awards, have sang there, performed. I actually got the privilege to walk up on that stage and stand in that circle and accept an award for fans' choice. The fans chose me to award me with that night, and it was such an honor. That had to be the highlight of my career. And, it was so surreal. I was telling you earlier, I even said this to my wife. I was like, when we landed, we got on a plane, we flew back from Nashville into Houston, and we landed. I looked at her, I was like, did that really just happen? Did I really just stand on the Grand Ole Opry, or was I dreaming all this? You need to pinch me and wake me up.
Well, yeah, you do realise that the Grand Ole Opry is originally a radio show, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hall was there. That's one of my favorite shows.
Well, believe me, I've been there, done that, even got paid my $50 from them. But my favourite spot with the Grand Ole Opry, I've got to be honest with you, is as you're coming back from the green room, that walkway behind the curtain.
Oh, yes, yes.
That spot has had so many historic feet walk over it. Okay, fair enough. The green spot, people have performed there, but there's been ulterior people walking that walkway. You know what I mean? And you just get the ambience of it. You stand there, you feel it. You can absolutely feel history right there on that spot.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So that's my favourite spot, to be very honest. At the same time, how'd you go with the Josie Awards?
It was amazing. I think Tina Marie and Josie, they're doing an amazing thing for independent artists, and they're allowing us to have a platform and get some exposure. And they're actually, the CMAs and everything that goes on with ACMs and CMAs, that's all such a great award show. But to actually get the opportunity that you don't have a label backing you as far as like a conglomerate label, right, a big label. And we don't have that. We're pretty much self-funded. I do have a label that's behind me, Heart Song Records, and Jill have been doing an amazing job for us with promotions and stuff and management. But anyway, those big labels, they have the CMAs and the OCMs that they award people just to have a platform for us independent artists is amazing. And to actually get to hold that trophy in my hand, it has my name on it. It's now, it's going up on my mantle at my house. It's such an honor and a privilege, and to actually be able to say that I was able to stand at the Grand Ole Opry in that circle and accept that reward, there's no other feeling I can compare it to. It's just amazing.
I'm kind of envious. I really, really am, because at least you're there. You can pop on back anytime you want and go and have a look again and relive that. I'm on the other side of the world and not so much, you know what I mean? So I really, really am quite envious, and congratulations. Really, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I think it's well earned. I really do. Wild like whiskey. You like a drink?
I do. I really do. And my wife. Okay, so I write a lot of songs about my wife. She really is a lot of inspiration to all of my music. This one is also about her. It's also inspired by her. We were in Ohio. We were having an amazing time. We were at a little winery. We were dancing around and playing, and she's so cute in the way that she dances around and the way that we just connect is just amazing. We went back to the room that night, and we got a little bit wild. And, I already had this thought in my head. My girl, my wife, she's sweet like Texas tea, but she's wild like whiskey because she has that wild side to her. So I had written those little lyrics down, and after we had that amazing night, an amazing day, I got up that next morning, around 5 a.m. or so, my time, and I play on the guitar, and I write music, or I might have some sort of inspiration hit me or whatever, and I'll do something. Well, that morning, I was inspired by those riffs that are in the song. And so I started playing that little riff, and I was like, wait, I've got some lyrics for this. And so I ended up writing the song within about 15 to 20 minutes. And the next thing you know, everybody was loving it. Everybody was like, man, you got to record this song. And so we recorded it, and the rest is history.
Absolutely fantastic. Joining us live here at Galaxy is Ron Barrett. He is wild like whiskey. Do you remember the movie about William Wallace?
William Wallace.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. He was he played a Scottish rebel that took on the English. He painted his face.
Oh, yes.
Yep, remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
I do, yes.
I was talking to Mel when he was recording that, doing that movie. I was actually talking to him, and he says, do you know that William Wallace was the first person to invent the breathalyzer test?
Oh, really?
Now,
Wow.
I says, Mel, how do you work that out? He says, listen, they got so bloody drunk that when they started playing the bagpipes, if they thought it was good, William knew they were drunk.
That's right. That's awesome. You know what? That could have been what happened with Wild Like Whiskey, and I ended up just me.
There you go. Tell me something. I presume your country is much like mine. You're not allowed to drink and drive, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so why the hell do they put car parks around pubs?
True. I never thought about that. You know what? They should have hitches for horses.
There you go. Either that, I'm sure it's a netting system for the police. We'll build a car park and we'll sit across the road and wait to see it comes out.
They do that here too. Yes, they sit across the street. Yes.
Exactly. It's worldwide. I'm sure they've got the same traits everywhere. I really do.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Murray Krause is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Murray. You were saying?
That's funny because I actually knew a fellow one time when I was younger. He actually would ride his horse because he had so many DWI that he wasn't allowed to drive anymore. So he would ride his horse to the liquor station or to the liquor store or gas station, whichever one. And while he was there, he would get drunk, and his horse just knew his way home.
Oh,
so you just have to get on it.
Yep, absolutely. I had a friend of mine and his wife. He used to take the dog for a walk every day, right? He worked at night, but his wife worked during the day, so every day he'd take this dog for a walk. Unfortunately, he passed away because he had a motorcycle accident. So the dog had this routine of being ready to go for a walk every day at a certain time. So she would take him for a walk, and she's walking down the road, and it would only go to the door of the pub. It wouldn't go past the pub. It would only go to the door of the pub, and it would sit there for 2 hours and then come home again. And I think
That's a smart dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dog knew what was going on. Right, yeah. But yeah, true story. True story. Just wouldn't go past it. Are you a guy that likes to think outside the box?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the Second World War, they had a Japanese group of pilots called the kamikaze, right? Or if you're French, the kamikaze. Okay. But they knew that they were never coming back. They were suicide pilots, right?
Right.
So why the hell did they give them crash helmets?
The world's mysteries. Uh,
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I see Ron, Mr. KG himself, of course. Caden is joining us this morning, so nice to have your promoter joining us this morning.
Hello, Caden.
Absolutely.
What's going on, buddy?
We love Caden Gordon, we really do. He does such a great job for artists.
He really is. He's awesome. I love Caden to death.
Very, very cool. And Caden, nice to have you on board, really. Jan, I think it is Smok. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your last name, but welcome on. It really is a pleasure to have you, really. And really, we've come to the part of the show where I've got to let you know, this is my favourite Ron Barrett track. And I've got to be honest, Ron, I played this in my car, okay? I don't know, you could call me crazy, you could call me a lot of things, but I really do like this track. So Ron, you better tell me, why am I liking this so much?
So this song is really pretty awesome. It's a fun song that I've decided to do. It's about a girl I used to date, while I was dating her at the time, and she had this best friend. He was her friend before I came along, and he wanted to be her boyfriend so bad it would be funny. He was so into her, so in love with her. And every time I turned around, they would be texting and talking, and I mean just flirting back and forth on the phone. And it was one of those things where I was jealous. I got jealous about it. This is my girl. Don't mess with my girl, or I'm going to put my fist down your throat. You know. So I've written some lyrics to this song back during that time. Whenever this was all taking place, I wrote the lyrics down, and I didn't actually write the song until about 6 months ago. And I was just playing around with some riffs on my guitar, and I had this waltz idea come into my head that I wanted to do something, and I thought, you know what, that would be the perfect lyric for this waltz tune that I'm playing right now. So I pulled it out of the bank, and I started looking at it, and I was like, yes, this is going to work. And so then I started rewriting it. The next thing you know, Call Me Crazy was born. And I sent it out there to let everybody listen to it. I did an acoustic version of it, and it blew up. People loved it so much. They said, you've got to get this one on this album. And so there you go. We did. The fans voted, and we put it out.
Well, I got to let you know, 2,571 requests for it since we've been playing it. Got to congratulate you. That's huge here. And it's still climbing too, by the way. So well done. Joining us live today is Ron Barrett, coming out of the Lone Star State. Call me crazy, right here at Galaxy. How you feeling, Ron? You okay?
Oh man, that's amazing. 2,700 requests on that song.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's humbling right there.
It'll be more tomorrow. It will be more tomorrow, believe me. I get into work about 9:30 at night, and I've got to go past reception, and Sarah leaves me out 3 USB devices. One is for the stats on how our business performed for the day. One is urgent emails, stuff like that, got to pay the staff, unfortunately, reminders, all that sort of stuff. And the last one is called noise. And that's the family that we have. We don't call them an army or fans or anything. We call them noise because, damn, they're loud. All right? And they're not shy about asking particular artist, particular track. And as I said to you before, I see your name at least a couple of times a day, my friend. There is a lot of people out there getting on the Ron Barrett wagon. And I mean,
wow, that's amazing. That's so cool. I love that so much.
It's very true. It really, really is. And as I said, tomorrow morning, I'll see your name again. I can guarantee it. And the stats will be up a bit further than that again. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
I'm loving the trip, right? I really, really am. I love watching artists and the reactions that come from our family that get that extra step up the ladder. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so excited about it. You know, I've wanted to do music my whole life. I've done music my whole life, and I've wanted to do it professionally my whole life. And over the last year and a half, I'm seeing that dream come true, and it's been such a wild ride, but it's been a very awesome ride too.
Well, I'm going to say to you, Ron, when we've finished this, believe me, I want to ask you permission if I can play you to an audience that hasn't heard westernised music for 55 years plus.
Oh wow!
We're about to make
Yes,
history.
absolutely.
We are about to make history, and believe me, we've been headhunted by this country, literally, to go over and set up a whole heap of radio stations for them, or like McDonald's. It doesn't matter which McDonald's you go to, anywhere in the world you still get McDonald's, right? Well,
Yeah.
that's what this particular country wants from us, and we're setting up a few, but we're also doing concerts and stuff like that, so it's all becoming integrated, okay? So,
Oh, that's awesome.
believe me, this country is dying for some music. They really are. It's
That's
it's
oh my
incredible.
gosh, that sounds like I would love to come play. I would love to come play. That'd be so much fun.
We will have a chat about it right after this, okay, my friend? Because believe me,
All right.
it's exciting for us, I will admit, but we're not going into this blind, and we're doing it with one thing in mind, and that is to take indie artists into a country that's never heard them before and introduce them to a whole new fan base. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Anyway, hang in there, my friend. We'll just wrap this up.
Okay.
And I've got to say, Ron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for letting me be here. Always is an honor.
It's an absolute pleasure, my friend. I'm very humbled to meet you. all right. I'm being told off. Gosh, am I ever being told off? I better do this again. Try that. All right. There you go. Fair enough, too. Joining us today is Ron Barrett, and of course, Call Me Crazy here at Galaxy, and I'm absolutely loving that track. It's my favourite Ron Barrett track here at Galaxy. It really, really is, and I was honest. I did say I play it in my car. I do, but don't get me wrong, I've got a really, really kick-ass stereo in my car too. Having said that, we are going to have to wrap it up right now, and I've got to thank you for joining us this week. For joining us all the way through Gas, and everyone that we've had this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Been an absolute pleasure to have you. Join myself and Barbara tomorrow morning between 5:30 in the morning and 10 for the breakfast show. And let us know you're there. We'll say hi to you, okay? We're not a podcast, we're live. But in the meantime, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Happy radio, everyone. Sorry. All right, there you go. You got it.
Hi, Dwayne. We're just finishing.
Yep.